Good morning, students. Today, we'll study about the renal failure or the kidney failure. As you have studied about the excretory system in human beings, in the excretory system, we have studied about the different organs of the excretion in small animals like unicellular animals as well as in multicellular animals. Also, in the human beings, we have studied about the structure of the kidney and the whole excretory system and the smallest unit of kidney, which is called the nephron. Now today we'll study what happens when the kidney stops working. So what is the solution for the proper functioning of the kidney, or how can the person survive? So first of all, I will tell you about the cause of the renal failure or kidney failure. Sometimes what happens, there is an infection in the kidney. Because of that, the kidney stops working and they do not function properly, or we can say they get damaged. Second is sometimes there is an injury in the kidneys due to some accident. And the third main reason is the restricted blood flow to the kidney. So these are the three main reasons why the kidney damage or they stop functioning properly. Madam. So what happens when we when there is a kidney failure, we can say this is the result of the kidney failure or the renal failure. So what happens when the consequences of this kidney failure is that this allows urea and other waste products to build up in the blood. Means many waste which are excreted through the kidneys, they build up in the blood, and the amount of water in the body is not regulated properly. So when the amount of water is not regulated properly, that leads to the death of the patient. So that is the main consequences of the kidney failure or the renal failure. What happens? The kidney get damaged, and because of that, the kidney stops working properly, and the waste substance in the form of urea and other waste, they gets collected in the blood, and which lead to the death of the patient. Now, what is the solution for this kidney failure patient? So what happens? There are two main solutions. First is the kidney transplant. So what happens? What we do in the kidney transplant? In the kidney transplantation process, the damaged kidney is removed, and a matching kidney which is donated by some healthy patient, they are transplanted through surgical operation. So when the active kidney is transplanted through surgical operation, what happens? The kidney works properly and the patient can survive. So this way we can, a person can survive by the kidney transplantation, but his kidney should, whoever is the donor, their kidney should be matched with the patient's blood. And second is the patient with the kidney failure is treated periodically on a kidney machine. And this machine is called dialysing machine or dialysis, and the process of in which the kidney failure patient is treated periodically or through the artificial kidney, it is called dialysis, and the machine on which it works, it is called dialysing machine. So what is dialysing machine, or what is the dialysis process or artificial kidney? It is a device to remove the nitrogenous waste products from the blood through dialysis. So through the process of dialysis, what happens? Whatever the waste material which are collected in the body of the patient, they are removed through this process or through this machine, and this whole procedure is called dialysis. So what is the dialysis actually? How it is defined? It is the procedure used for cleaning the blood of the person by separating the waste substance from it. Means whatever the waste in the form of urea and other waste which are collected in the body, they are cleaned up, and this cleaning of the blood takes place by the dialysing machine or the artificial kidney. That process is only called dialysis. And so what happens in the dialysis process? The blood from the artery of the patient's arm is made to flow in the dialyser, and this dialyser contains some dialysing machine which is made up of long tubes of semi or selectively permeable membrane. So this selectively permeable membrane, they are coiled in a tank, and this tank contains some dialysing solution like water, glucose and salts also. So what happens when the blood is made to flow from the patient's arm in this dialysing tank, then the waste which is there, they gets removed through this blood, and it goes into the semi-permeable membrane, that is called selectively permeable membrane, and from there the clean blood which is present, means the waste which is removed from the blood, they are now transported to the veins of the patient's arm. So from there now it enters the body of the person, and his kidney stops, means whatever the waste which is collected over there, they gets removed, and the clean blood is then transported into his body. In this way a person can survive. So these are the two processes by which kidney patient failure or kidney failure patients, they can survive, by either by kidney transplantation or by dialysing procedure or in a dialysing machine. So that's all for today. Thank you.